I'm about to hit the club, it is like a strip. Ain't got a blood on their lip.
Cause you know bitches gon' hate. And for these bitches fake. And you know what type of time I'm on. Oh, about time.
It's cold as fuck out here. Okay, I'm trying to set the camera up for y'all because it was getting cold out there. But yeah, so I'm gonna just tell y'all like about the auditions starting off, like what happened at the first club I went to. I was calling around asking about auditions like everywhere. So I'm like, hey, like I'm like, hello y'all, what time y'all auditions? Like, well, how y'all do them? Like all type of shit. Cause I had went there like the day before. I went there like on a Thursday or some shit. It's this club called The Rue. Went down there, I had a drink. Like I was enjoying myself, and I ended up meeting this girl down there. And she was hella cool. Like she was just like talking to me, and she was just like, you trying to work down here? And we was just talking. So like we ended up exchanging numbers and stuff, and she was just like, you know, you'll definitely get it. And she was just like, you're a bad bitch and all this other shit. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, thank you. So the next day I ended up coming down there to like audition for the, you know, to dance. So I get down there, and basically like I'm knocking on the door. It's probably like 4:30 something, and the audition stopped at like 5. So I'm knocking on the door, nobody comes to the door. So I had called the club, so I'm like, yeah. So the manager answers the phone. So me and her on the phone, and like somebody eventually opens the door. So I'm on the phone with her the whole time, like while I'm walking in. She's like, yeah, tell the girl at the desk, like, you know, you're here for an audition, and tell her like to show you the stairs and all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay. You know, I tell the girl, she showed me the upstairs and stuff. And like basically she take me up all these steps, and we end up going into like the locker room, whatever, the, you know, the dressing room. She was just like, you know, giving me a rundown about the club, and was just telling me like the shifts that I would be working, you know, if I get hired, I guess. So she was just like, we're gonna end up taking some like pictures, we're gonna take a like a face shot after you get done. So I'm like, okay. And we went downstairs, and so she was just like, the first song you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be topless. You're gonna be topless, and then the second song you're gonna be bottomless. So I'm like, all right. Like as soon as she started this song, it was over. Like I was just doing all shit. Like I'm jumping up the pole. Like I'm like twerking. I'm like doing all shit. Like I'm just trying to think at the same time. Like don't be tired. Slow down. Like mind you, trying to do the floor tricks. Like I was just thinking about all shit. Like I thought about Players Club. I'm thinking about the movies. I'm just like throw your ass back. Like do all shit. Don't bust your ass. Like just thinking about all shit. The second song come around, I'm doing the same thing, but this time I'm tired as fuck. Like I can't even fake it at this point. So towards the end of the song, I just didn't give a fuck. Like I just was doing shit, and it was low-key hella funny, because I'm in my mind I'm thinking like, when the fuck is this song over? I really probably could have did a good job, because in my mind I'm just like, I don't care, like I'm the baddest bitch right now on this fucking stage. So I just did whatever like came to mind. But the song came to an end, and like I'm walking off stage and shit, and like she's meeting me at the end of the stage. So I get off stage, I'm out of breath, y'all. I'm sweating crazy as fuck, like under this mask. So she was just like, it didn't seem like it was your first time. And I'm just like, really? Like I was like, well, I guess that's good. Like I'm out of breath. So I go up the steps back to the locker room and shit. I put on my clothes, and like I go in the room, her office, and she like takes like a headshot of me, and she was just like, you know, asking me some more questions, and she was just like, you know, we'll give you a call. Like her head, I guess the managers over her was gonna give me a call. So I'm like, all right, cool. I end up leaving. In my mind, I'm thinking like, I got this. Like I got this in a bag. Like I'm calling everybody I know, like, y'all, I got the job. Friends that I've been told, like, yeah, I'm gonna start dancing. Like I told everybody, like, I got it in the bag, I got the job. So y'all, it's been like 4 days and they ain't call me back. I ain't tripping, because like I just started at this other club, and I didn't even have to audition. No, the club that I started at today, that's gonna be in another video. So y'all can go ahead and check the other video out. I'll probably upload it in a couple days, but it was interesting. It was really interesting. Honestly, it was fun though. I can't even sit here and say it wasn't fun, because I actually had fun. It was just something different, like a different way of just my usual thing. Like, I'm so used to working like a 9 to 5 and not really like doing me freely, just, you know,